Hi, I'm Catherine Irvin, the creator of Shia and the Jetsons Community Preservation of the Promised Land. And I want to give a big shout out to, it's called African Diaspora News, okay? And he just basically shows you how the city mayors are definitely corrupt people. I just discovered that I didn't know that there are there are city mayors to every city. I just thought maybe there was just one or two city mayors per state. I didn't know it was per city. Well, the if you look here in Chino, where I'm at, the city mayor is not Kim Lee. We've been sending these videos and these and our appeals to Kim Lee, and it's not Kim Lee. It's a woman named Eunice Eunice M. Eula or something. But I'll leave a link on in her email because you have to see this. This is unbelievable. The mayor was the one that went in with the manager to try to evict me out of my place. But of course, they can't evict me out of my place because you know for what? What are you gonna? Because I bidded for the land right here, and when I peeled, okay, so when you bid for land, I originally bid for land in Los Angeles because I'm the creator of the Promised Land. I'm I create the Promised Land. I cure poverty and homelessness. I have letters from California Senator Dianne Feinstein since 2007 because I myself have been homeless for since um, well in since coming over here in Phoenix, Arizona. So I switched my housing to Los Angeles because it was just really bad racism over there. I mean, it's just really bad everywhere. Oh my goodness, everywhere I go, it's just racism everywhere. Okay, so when you bid for land, the city council, the mayor would give you a letter saying, "Oh yes, here bid for land and let us know what you think about what we're going to do in this community." Well, if we were removed from our homes, since from the treaties, we are allowed to say what should be in our community or not. Since we were removed from our homes and 640 acres is ours, according to this according to the treaty that was forced upon us. See, the Treaty Act was forced upon us. Okay, so here's page 4 of a commissioner who in the 19 it was the year 1902. Okay, they removed my great great grandmother from her homes. They kidnapped her, and then when she turned 65, she discovered that it's the mayor that went in. Here's the mayor, is Brass Reeves. This is the mayor's department. This is who removed us from our homes. Well, when I was showing this, because here's my grandfather was okay. So the Stillwater Urban Renewal was removing my grandfather and my father from their homes in everybody's home. I'm just speaking for everyone. Rod Hayes, everybody that is indigenous, were removed from our homes. Millions of us. You see, this is proof here that the mayors removed us from our homes. And there's a city councilwoman that's trying to explain how it's so corrupt in the mayor's office. Even a city councilwoman who's trying to say, hey, even in the city council, they'll tell the city council people, no, don't say anything.
Councilwoman by the name of Tania Fernandez Anderson that's been dealing with some issues in the city of Boston with their racism. Now we know those of you who watch the NBA, Boston has been one of those cities a lot of NBA players don't like going to because a lot of these players have dealt with gross racism, in that city. And I want you to hear what this sister has to say and what she's been dealing with, in the city of Boston. Councilor Braden, a white woman, has it that now that this body, because councilors, for example, all the white councilors here stick together, that they
try to move the districts in a way that is not diverse sufficiently to be able to vote in electives of color. We have fought for a very long time. It is 2022. We're going back and forth about allegations, but here, people are not innocent until proven guilty. People are guilty first. People are crucified. People are lynched. Same old tricks, same masters though. And still, people, now everything's changed and everybody's upset. Everybody is boiling up. People are calling me and telling me, don't say anything, stay in your lane, be quiet, sit down, you will lose your seat, they won't vote for you. Fight, don't fight. What the do I have to do in this council in order to get respect as a black woman? And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not afraid of losing the votes. I'm not afraid of the seat. I'm not afraid of anybody here. This is the message that I got.
Don't forget this country is filled with white people, sustained by white people. The presidents all back in the day were white. If you don't like it, why don't you take your ass back to your shithole with your stupid ass scarf on your head? You ugly fucking hoe.
This is what I get. I get about 3 or 4 of them in my office. I have 2 sons. I've made mistakes, and once I learned it, I corrected immediately because I made a stupid mistake. Because I brought people that were loyal to me. I had 6 staff. As of yesterday, I have 4. That is clear for everyone to understand. When I make a mistake, I will be clear. I don't hate you as a white woman. I don't hate you as a white man. I am sick and tired of this body so stupidly racially divided, so afraid, so depraved. People with no faith because they are afraid of they're losing their investment. They're afraid of bargaining. They're afraid of leveraging. These people have, oh my God, I can't even call you cowards.
Now, you know this.
Okay, now listen. She can't call them cowards because, like I told you, you can't call them cowards or you can't even call them stupid. You have to say exactly what they are. See, it's not about black or white. She just said it. Did you hear what she said? She said, I'm not. It's not about black or white. It's about whether you're a parasite or a snake or not. That's all. That's it. Because she just said it. She said, I have people sitting next to me who is telling me, you be quiet. That's a snake. You have to identify, that's what she's doing. She's identifying the snakes that's in her community. She's trying to help. I'm trying to, look at me. Here I am. Her name is Eunice. I'm in Chino, California. Please, I leave a link of the address of where the City Hall building is at. And it's the clinic that I go to. And she's right there too. And it's like, and I've seen her before, but I don't know where I've seen her before at. But she's the one that went in with the Mexican housing manager to try to evict me out of my apartment just for bidding for the land. Right here out front of my apartment. They say it's 7 acres, but it's not. It's only like about 3 acre, countrywide acre, 3 acres, probably 2.5 really. But anyway, see, the city council will send you a letter in the mail. You know, anybody. Here's the land right here. You can see it. Look at my other videos. This is the spot right here that I'm just trying to bid for to build the big Promised Land treehouse so that we all can have other Promised Land treehouse in other states because I'm the creator of the Promised Land. And I've letters from Senator Dianna Feinstein, California Senator Dianna Feinstein, from 2007 to 2019 was her last letter because I've been sending her my business plans. And I have letters from Obama. Let me see, this is from Obama. This is from Trump. This is from Obama. And this is in 2009. Okay, and this is from Trump. This is the second letter from Trump. Well, the third letter from, this is the third letter. Oh yeah, this is the third letter from Trump. This is now from Dianna Feinstein. This was on the day right here about reparations. This is about how she was saying, yes, you're right, Catherine. We we need to go with your plan because your plan is the best one. Where, even I cure the homeless situation where people are homeless. And why are they homeless? Because of, her name is Eunice. She is a city mayor, and they make you homeless. And then they say, oh, where's the problem coming from? It's because of the mayor. The mayor is causing the problem. They evict you from your homes through the courts that I've been showing you. See, it's from these people here in California. They've been evicting millions and millions of people from their homes, especially the indigenous people. Here, see, this is where I live. This is the most racist apartments where the city mayor will go into with the apartment manager. Here's the address. Okay, if you could look at it. And what they do, and I'll leave a link because I already left a link on my other videos. Let's go to my videos and you'll see. And I'm just trying to cure my people's homelessness situation because, like, my brother is homeless, and this is just the most. Okay, like, let me tell you something. They will even try to murder your family members because my daughter was run down by some man, and it damaged her car door, ripped off her car door, whatever. She has another car now, but it's like, because I bidded for the land. Yes. And so this woman is telling the truth. They go in and they try to.
This has been going through it because you can feel her passion. You can feel how, upset she is, with this whole situation and what she's dealing with, in that city council. But sister, I will tell you this.
Listen, okay, this is
what
I'm
really surprised by that.
See,
these people do not want to give up their social currency of whiteness. They don't want to give up white supremacy, white privilege, or anything else that come along with that social currency, ma'am. I mean, why are we as black people so shocked when they act that way? They've been doing this mess for about, 500 years, hundreds of years?
It's her.
Already? Like,
right here.
Are we shocked by now?
She's the mayor.
Listen, y'all have to understand that.
Okay, she is the mayor. You see, this is the mayor. Okay, take a good look. Okay, so it's Eunice, Eula, and then there's Karen. Okay, so she got the Karen next to her. Looking all like a Karen as she is, right? And then you have the Mexicans down here that work for her, and they're all together. Look at this. Look. Take a good look at these people. Now, these people are your neighborhood criminals because I bidded for land, and this mayor, Chino, this is her email. I'll leave a link. This is the mayor. Okay. She's telling you the truth. These mayors are criminals. And they go in, and if they don't, this is what, listen. They have the media telling you that Hitler was bad and he was awful and all of this, but who was Hitler really murdering? He was murdering managers and real estate managers because and mayors and governors, because it's like we're at war, and it's like you can't even say, well, do you care? No, you don't, because for a whole year we have been, well, since 2007 I've been getting letters from the president and stuff because I've been sending out the solution to poverty and homelessness. Okay, so when I first bidded for the land here in Los Angeles, the mayor there, Eric Garcetti, said, well, Catherine, you live in Chino. Why don't you bid for the land in Chino? So, okay, I did. And when I did that, I get an eviction notice from Cockeyed Shelley. The other video I showed you, Cockeyed Shelley in the courts. California Supreme Courts in Fontana. I look at the other video. I broke it down on how they will go in, and then they'll have the sheriff to evict you out of your own home. And it's like, wait, reparations have to be called because you all of you guys are criminals. And I'm just reaching out to my to my supporters. Would you please send this to the mayor here? We've been sending it to the wrong person. It's not Kim Lee. Kim Lee is a foreigner, and so is she. She's not from here. Obviously, she's white. All of the white people and Mexicans, they're not from here. I already broke that down. Where Paul Revere is the criminal. Their bloodline is the criminals that murdered the British from, and then went in with the British to steal our golden resources. So, so the mayor here, Eunice, is supposed to have been dead. Remember? Paul Revere, the British are coming. The British are coming to do what to you, Eunice? Yeah, what? They were coming to kill you, you and your great grandparents, because you were not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be contained, because you came here in shackles and chains. You remember? This is why we're screaming out for, like, if you can understand that you guys are like parasites. It is not between black and white. It's not a between race, but you're making it as a race war. No, it's you're the parasite. You're the parasite that says, "Oh, this is racist." No, you're the parasite. You're the snake. And how do we know you're the snake? By your actions. And how do we know this situation that I'm in right now? I'm the creator of the Promised Land. I wrote the book. Look at my videos. Look at my website. Why don't you look at the website? www.catherinepromise.land. Look at my videos. It'll lead you to that. And guess what? The mayor here has been getting my videos and my information this whole time. We appealed the decision right here legally. We legally appealed it. Here's the appeal decision, where the manager here owes me $18,000 because of her giving me an eviction notice. We appealed it, like what, a month ago, 2 months ago. And then I get an eviction notice? No, you have to go. You have to go, because you're just guilty. The mayor's, okay, so it is the City Hall building in Chino, California. I'm in Ivy at College Park in Chino. Type that in and you'll see the bid. You'll see this, you'll see this. See, and they gave this to me so that I can bid for it. And then when I did, then I get an, see, because, and you guess why I bidded for it? Well, of course I bidded for to put the promise out, but my children are also homeless.
This is more.
They create homelessness.
It's an AI-powered investment firm.
You have to understand something. If you want to know who creates homelessness, it is the mayors. If you want to know why white people are homeless, if you want to know why good white people are homeless, you want to know why bad white people are homeless, or good black people are homeless, or anybody, whoever is homeless, you know why you're homeless? You're homeless because of the mayor. So if you're good, if you're bad, if you're whatever, you're homeless because of the mayor. And I got an email from a woman in Texas. She had some sort of medical condition. And do you know they're trying to evict her out in Texas, Dallas, Texas. The mayor I've been trying to tell you that the mayor actually gets paid when they evict you, because they get to keep the home that they're evicting you from. And for what? Because it stems from what I just showed you. They created the mayor and the police department, Brass Reeves and them. And they've been removing us. This is why Hitler had came in and tried to come in and remove them out and they're everywhere. This mayor, I seen her somewhere. I don't know where I seen her at, but I seen her because she lives in the neighborhood. And they try, and if you try to bid for land, they try to get you out. That's a crime. Now, on here, it'll tell you what they plan on making here. The same shit. Church, college, and store. Same everywhere. Everywhere is 5 minutes. Everywhere is 20 minutes. Everywhere is an hour. Everywhere is the same shit. Have we ever seen the Promised Land? No, we've not. We haven't seen that. Why? Because of this corrupt mayor. Because of corrupt mayors. They're all corrupt. That's why you have not seen the Promised Land. That's why it doesn't exist. It's because these lizards, they're in our communities. They're everywhere. And they're in okay, now this is what you have to do. The reparations was called out. We're going to go ahead and accept that, because guess why? It says if you identify yourself with Black, African American, and free Negro. Did you read that? He read it. It said it right there. If you're freed Negro, oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, freed Negro means that you were here before they were, before all of these people here, before these people came here, before these people are not from our land. These people here, they came and invade. That's why Brass Reeds is vilified as the Long Ranger. He came and cut down, and knocked me off my throne, which, Hitler worships the true Aryan race, which is the Aryan race, which is the black race. And I showed you a video on that. I'll leave you a link. That the Aryan race that Hitler is talking about is the woman that's on the bird. That's why they have the bird emblem on there. And then the Americans try to copy and say, "Oh, we have the ego." No, you don't. You're just copying like you always do. You try to be Jewish. You're not. You're not a Jew. You're not Jewish. You're synagogue of Satan. Eunice is the synagogue of Satan. The same people that he's. You know what I'm saying? Like you see, he's been identifying because Hitler is a historian first. You have to understand and do your research. He's a historian first, and he had to do his research like I am, finding out, like we're all are finding out that this is me right here. So I'm the return of Empress Calafia because I'm indigenous to the land, and I just showed you on my other videos that I'm from Chino because the people from Chino looks exactly like me. They don't look like this old white woman that is not even a bloodline of our race, but yet she comes into our community and evicts us out of our homes. No, I don't think so. She's a criminal. They're all criminals. They're all invaders, and you can identify the snake by their actions. So I'm trying to build back up what I lost, what you people removed me from is my huge tree. And so shout out to all of my subscribers. Please send this video to Eunice. I'll give you a link of her video, and she's in Chino because she had, we have to send this to her to let her know that we know that you're the criminal and you are around, and we are in danger of you being in our community, and you're going to have to remove yourself from the office because you're a criminal and because it's the law. It's the law because it says here blocking the property. It was a executive orders. Executive orders was passed in 12/26 in 2017, blocking the property from let's see, it says blocking the property of persons involved in serious human rights abuse and corruption. Now, we that bill was passed, or that executive orders was passed in in 2017.
Hey, Square.
I am not a square.
Okay,
I think we should invite Greg
so
this weekend.
we can actually
Some things people do is
so we can actually, confiscate our own buildings based off of self-defense reasons, seriously. Because if we don't, then they'll continue on with this 1830 Removal Act thing. Now, the 1830 Removal Act had granted the 640 acres to us. If you are a freed Negro, then every land is yours, and from California to New York. So it's not like you have 640 acres. It's anywhere you pick is yours, because it says it right there on the reparations from California task force. Reparation California task force says if you are a freed Negro, that means before you people got here, we were already here, which I was. Our people were here. Oh, here it is. Now, this is my family, me and my family, and I did my family tree. This goes back to 1790, because you guys came here you guys didn't even come here in the 1800s. See, that's the thing. Eunice and none of these Mexicans here came here in the 1830s. That's what's so incredible about it. And they're still going with this old law that never really happened, because we were removed from our homes and we were granted the 640 acres. Therefore, you cannot evict anybody of color out of their home. Well, the mayors already know it, so they just stand as criminals. Okay, so so now it goes back to, let me see. Okay, here's VC. Okay, this goes back, now look. Yeah, I just wanted to show you this part right here, where the dates. See, it goes back to there to where, now, if you see the dates in the year 1800s, we were here prior to that. Therefore, you were not here. We can prove it that if Eunice, if you were here around that time, then your great great grandfathers are guilty of removing us because we were here before you. That's what the treaty is about. The treaty is about saying, hey, I'm begging you for your land, or I'm going to force you to take this treaty because this is your land. That's what a treaty is. So, it, so we can prove that none of these Mexicans were here because they weren't here. You know, look at them; they're still trying to come over now. So now I wanted to show this video, this other video. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Now here is where in Chino. See?
You know,
You see her? You see these women, they look just like me. Same afro, same hair, and they're from Chino, California. Now, in the history, in the written Caucasian history books, and the Spaniards, they wrote in there that that they stole a woman named Catherine and brought her here. When that's not true, she was already here. The empress, it was the empress, the top head empress woman that they claimed that lived in Chino, Chino, California here. Yes. Now I already broke this video down. Now this is the thing here. Now I want to break down his video that I'm trying to show you about what I'm trying to tell you, that I'm from Chino, my on my mother's side, because when you talk about California, you're talking about Chicago. You're talking about Chicago. You're talking about California, and that even links to Ireland. Ireland, yes, because you know my mother's people is from Ireland. They're half Ireland, but they're black. You know, because German people are black too. There are, see, that's what I'm saying. Like Hitler did his research and he was studying black people in Germany that were indigenous to Germany and Ireland, and we were called the Aryan because of the bird of the flight. They were talking about this of the bird, that our tree was knocked down. It was cut down by Daniel Boone and and Davy Crockett and all them. I think it was Daniel Boone. But anyway, our tree was cut down and we used to live in the trees. And about the cure of the homelessness. That's what I wanted. I even put it in my book, and I have my book there that I published in 2014. And even in my business plan, that the cure for homelessness is to have them to get off the streets, of course, but you have to put them in certain housing because they don't like walls. I lived in Skid Row for like 4 months with my children. I lived on the 4th floor in Skid Row. I was in different homeless shelters and stuff. That's why I have different letters from for 25 years off and on. I was homeless and I was living in different homeless shelters that you could ever think of in California. I was all over Skid Row. I was in Watts, Compton, and I was doing movies. Like I was, doing extras in Central Casting. But anyway, I was in the movie Spider-Man 2, Waiting to Exhale, Low Down Dirty Shame. I was in all different movies. I Love Hucklebees. I was in that movie. I was in different like cop shows. Okay, so, but I was a background actress back then. And then when my son had to take his immunization shot, he got sick and caught autism and that's when I stopped doing that. And that was way back in 2003. That was my only job that I ever worked at here in California, was that particular job way back in 2003. And I stopped because of my son got sick, and that turned him autistic. He was injured from your shots, from the government shots. You see, this is why we have to confiscate our own community, people. Yeah, we have to confiscate our own community. The AI dogs, we don't need those. We don't need those now, because you can see the level of hypocrisy and treason. It's just all in our faces, and our life is being threatened. Like I told you, my daughter, we have the same name, and they thought that I was her, and they were trying to run her down. Why? Because I bidded for the land. This is crazy. You see what I'm saying? And that means that they can just get at you. So, all of our lives have always been in danger. But when they notice you, noticing that you're aware of their corruption, then all of a sudden they got a problem with that. Well, we have a problem with you being in our community. We have a problem with you, Eunice, running our community. You supposed to get the fuck out of our community. Yeah, you're not supposed to be in our community. That's the bottom line, really. And it's not about reparations. It's just about you getting out of the office. That's what it really boils down to. You have to get out of the office. Because if you don't, then you're going to continue on murdering us, right? Because that's what's been happening. This is why homelessness exists, is because of the mayors. And I did not know that a mayor is to every city. I thought it was like 2 mayors per city. But it's every mayor. That means that every mayor is corrupt in your city, because if you are copper colored, indigenous to the land or not, don't matter. Because if they said that they brought you over, 10 million of you brought you over from Africa, that's a crime too. Okay, so if you're copper colored, they can't evict you from a home if they did the crime upon you. You can't vote if you don't own your land. Even Nick Fuentes said that. He said that. He said you cannot vote if you don't own your own land. He said that. Nick Fuentes from anyway. Okay, so listen. I'm gonna get off this video. I just wanted to show you some other videos too. Where's my remote? I wanted you to get this video out to this criminal. These criminals. Her name is Eunice. Here is her picture right here. You can see it. I showed you that earlier. I'll go ahead and leave a link. I'll leave now. The address is 1337. The reason why Chino is named Chino is because of me. Because of the woman that they stole named Catherine. Brought her here because she's a Chino woman. That's why the city of Chino is named that. So I just wanted you to know that this is the city of Chino where I live. And that now we sent this video to Kim Lee, didn't we? And you know who we sent it to, really? We sent it to her. She was looking at the video the whole time. Yeah, for like 6 months she saw this video. Because this is her email. Well, no, we were sending it to Kim Lee, but of course, obviously, he was sending it to her. She's the mayor. They're in the same building. So they went on ahead and went together and located the apartment manager, and which is Mexican. She's a Mexican woman named Norma Walterman. I'll leave a link on the address of where we both stay. I stay here in this building. She stays over here in that building. She tried to evict me out. That's just wrong. You can't evict me out when I don't even have an income. Oh my God. And no, it doesn't matter if I don't have an income. It doesn't matter, because they say, well, we're evicting you because you didn't pay the rent. Yeah, I don't have an income. I'm not supposed to. Dummy. Stupid. I don't have an income. You can go ahead, look at the track, look at my Social Security. You already have it. You can see the track record that when I came in 4 years ago, I didn't have an income. Should have been homeless this whole goddamn time. Obviously, I don't have an income. Not supposed to have an income. I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to use your money. I'm not supposed to go into your housing. We're not supposed to use your housing. You're supposed to have been dead already. Okay? So why are you creating these housing, and then we don't have nowhere to stay? So then when we apply, well, do you have an income? Here, let's check your credit. Here, let's check if you have bad credit or not. Don't worry about our credit. Why do we even have to have credit if this is our land? Because I'm telling you, because you're criminals, and we have a right to defend ourselves. That's why, Eunice. Yeah, we have a right to defend ourselves against your criminal sheriffs that you call. What do you? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Call your sheriff. Really. Yeah. I've always said to Fauci that before they come to work, they're going to have to go ahead and take that. Okay, Fauci? Well, my main man, Fauci. Because, they're still alive. They're still alive, and they're still doing their corruption. So I guess that double dosage didn't do it. You're going to have to go ahead and lay it on them. And they can't come to work. They can't come to the office, Fauci, until since the bird flu was going around, right? Okay, well, they're going to have to take it, because that's the virus. These people are the real virus, if you really want to know. You people are the real virus. Okay, so let me get off this thing, because we have a virus that we have to get out. We got to get the virus out of our communities, because that's really what it is. It's not about race. It's about whether you're the snake or the virus or not, or the parasite or whatever. We can see by your actions. Look at this city councilwoman that was on here I just showed you. The people that sit next to her are snakes, and she's saying it, hey, help me. I'm in the belly of the beast. There's snakes all around. They don't want us to have the promised land or whatever. They don't want us to have our own homes or whatever. When they're not even indigenous, this woman here, this woman that you can see right here, is not indigenous to the land, but yet she has nerve. She not only is she not indigenous, but she was supposed to have been dead already. Her great-great-grandparents supposed to have been dead by Paul Revere's British thing going on there. Hey, it's all in school books. Remember, we studied it in school about Paul Revere. You wasn't supposed to be here. Not supposed to be here. So how are you evicting us out of our homes? This is how homelessness has been created. I keep telling you people over and over and over again that if you don't like what we say, then get the fuck off the land. If you don't like what we say, get off our land. Get out of the building. Here, the executive orders that I just showed you. That if you're involved in any type of criminal act, here. Executive order. It doesn't even matter about. It's just self-defense purposes, really now. But you can't evict any indigenous person from their homes. Eunice, Karen, yeah, you can't. This isn't your land. You know that song that used to sing, "This land is my land, this land." No, it's not your land, bitch. Okay? It's not your land. It never was. Damn, let me get off this so that my subscribers can, and my promised land people can go ahead and send it to you to let you know that you cannot evict. And I'm talking about every mayor, not just Eunice, not just her, but every mayor in Texas and everywhere. You just can't evict anybody out there. Reparations is being called everywhere. Do you want to know why reparations is being called everywhere? Do you want to know why? It's what I've just been saying. We're tired of seeing so many parasites and snakes in our community. It's self-defense. We have to defend ourselves from you parasites. So I'm just saying, your sheriff have to even see this video, okay? Because none of the sheriff that you hire is indigenous to the land. You have no right evicting anybody from the house, from homes or buildings. We have a right to confiscate our own building now. Why? Because we were removed during the 1830s when you invaded our country and our land and our communities. That's why. That's why. Yeah, that's why. Because we have a right to defend ourselves from parasites that call themselves mayors and city council people. We have a right to defend ourselves. Damn. Boy, what I tell you. This is why Hitler was killing you. This is why. If you want to know, this is the reason why. You have to really do some research on this man. He was saying it. His henchmen and his people were saying it. And he has black people in his army. I already broke that down years ago. And then you don't want us to talk about him. Okay, we have to now. Because we want to know what the hell was going on. What's going on? Now we know. Oh, because you guys are the criminals. Oh, and so we're just like surrounded. So it's not that we're locked in here with you. You're locked in here with us. This is our land. You're locked in here with us. And we're discovering that you're the criminals. So now we have to get to the city hall building to move in because it's not yours. You don't want us to know that. And so now we know. But okay, so now that we know, it's air and opportunity now. Yes, it's just an area and opportunity, and the address is below. So yeah. So to my Patreon members, please, could you send this to in Eunice, right here downtown? Yeah, not too far from my house. Not too far. Well, it is far. I do need a car to drive there, but still, it's right there, and it's next to my clinic. See, that's dangerous. I gotta go to the clinic where the damn dangerous criminal parasite mayor is at. See, yeah, you can't be where I gotta go to. You can't be around in my community. You see, this has to change. All of the communities have to change because everything is the same. Church, building, and school. Church, building, school. Let's see, church, school, and then restaurants, and then mini malls, and that's it. That's all. That's it. That's it. Where's the promised land at? It's where I'm at. Yeah. So I'm at a building, well, I have the address right here. So you'll see where the promised land at. The seven acres right here is mine. I rightfully bidded for it, and it's mine. I'm just letting them know that they're criminals, and I'm letting everybody know how they're criminals. Everybody's letting everybody know. I'm indigenous to Chino, California. I rightfully bidded for the land right here so that I can build the tree. That's linked, so I can build this. And the birds that you're killing, we already know why you're doing that. So the bird energy can drop, right? Right? Because the bird energy is high over here, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So they're all here. Okay, and so we want to build back the bird community and and the gorilla community and all the communities because we are a natural tribe by land rights, by nature. So nature has to, just like on the Georgia Guidestones I've been telling you about, right? The Georgia Guidestone says that make room for nature. So nature, oops, I almost dropped myself. Nature, we have to make room for nature. Okay, so when you make room for nature, you allow the people to of course, confiscate and claim their own. Emperor's name, Catherine. Okay, so yes, so what I'm saying is that I don't want to make this long, but I just have to get this out. We have to confiscate now. Let's to my Patreon people now. We have to confiscate our own community because obviously, if we don't, then we all die by these criminals, and we just proved it right here. And I'll leave a link of all the videos to prove to you that, of course, no white, Mexican, or Chinese is indigenous to the land. Okay, so I broke that down in another video right here. See, here's the vampires are real. So I broke that down where. Okay, now they're from Russia, the lower part. All of the white people, Mexican and Chinese and $5 Indians are from the lower part of Russia. Congress is in Congress archives, and this is a congresswoman who's explaining that none of the white people are from here, none of the Mexican and Chinese that they work for. The manager that's Mexican that's trying to evict me out that lives here, she can't be here because why would you try to evict me when I'm trying to cure poverty and homelessness? My brother is homeless. We're trying to get some housing. We're trying to get housing. Like seriously, we've been trying to get housing for so long. So now this is actually self-defense. So yeah, so if any court, if any manager try to evict you out, then you have to let them know that you have a right to defend yourself. And yeah, you just get your house in order to where you just put the plastic on the floor. You don't want to get any blood on your carpet. Trust me, you don't want that on your carpet. And it's not because who cares if they find out? They stuff them in the fucking car if you want to. Who gives a fuck? They're criminals. Shit, they're trying to kill you and remove you from your own land. Yeah, it's the gutter wars up in here. Yeah, gutter wars. Yeah, right here. So anyway, that means that we were trying to defend our land from criminals coming in and invading. And if you had your own country, white people, Mexican, you would do the same, wouldn't you? If you had your own country, white, because no white person has their own country. Obviously, they're here. If they had their own country, then they would have been back in Russia. It's the lower part of Russia. Here. She'll explain it. If you had your own country, white people, why don't you go back? You have your own country. Why don't you go back there? Oh, is it because Putin's coming here? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Putin is coming over here. Yeah, he personally told me that.
Native American languages. In the early
So
18th
here's what
century,
Congress is saying.
New York scholar who traveled to Kamchatka and then to North America argued that either the people of Kamchatka and North America communicated somehow with each other, or Native Americans are the same people as Kamchadals or are somehow derived from them. After more than a century of speculation, geneticists have proven that Aztecs, Incas, and Iroquois are closely related to the people of Altai, the Siberian region that borders China and Mongolia. Listen to the...
Okay, she said China and Mongolia. Okay, that means Russia, China, and Mongolia is where the stringy-haired Indians are from. We are not from there. We are from America and South America because we were already here. But this is what they're telling you where white people are from. Russia. They're the same.
Fearless nomadic hunters with strong tribal traditions.
See? Did you see the face? Did you see that Indian? Did you see the face? A $5 Indian. Yeah.
In the powers of nature and honor spirits of the deceased.
See, you're not from here. So if you're not from here, then you can't evict me out of a home because this woman here, this bean-eating, tamale-shucking bitch right here, Mexican, you can't evict me out of a damn apartment, bitch, or anywhere if you're not indigenous to the land. Shit. Bean-eating bitch. Fuck.
Native Siberians and Native Americans. Here's some more evidence for you. In 2008, it was confirmed that the language family of Central Siberia shares a mother tongue, dozens of Native American languages. Researcher Edward Vajda spent several years in Siberia studying the almost forgotten.
Look, these are Mexicans and Indians, $5 Indians that, white people and see, white people, Mexican and Indians are one and the same. And they came here, and when you came here with teepees, you were homeless. Teepees means you were homeless. It don't mean like, oh, wow, teepees, you were already here. No, it means that you came here in tents. We already had castles. We were in castles and bricks, and we were in trees, living in trees that was as far as the eyes can see. But you came here in teepees, okay? Because it came on your back. You were walking. You walked over here from Russia. From Alaska. They said you're from Siberia. That means you came down in California and you settled. And so all of you, Eunice, you are a squatter. The white woman, Eunice, all of you here, you guys are all squatters. Yeah, you see, you're squatting. See, these people are squatters. Yeah, so you're on land that's not yours. Yeah, so see, you're squatters. Right. So if you're squatters, then you can't. If you're squatters, then you can't evict nobody from their home. If you're the squatter that invaded our land, then you don't have a right to even be in office. It says it through the executive orders. And it says it in, look at any Bible. Yeah, it'll tell you that, who was killing who. Yeah, okay, so let me go ahead and get off this video. Okay, but I just I'll leave a link here to show you that, I'll leave you a link to show you that none of you people are indigenous. But, okay, so now to my subscribers, this is to, both evil and good and wonderful, wonderful subscribers of mine that is with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, to the evil people, the evil mayor, to you mayors, you have to understand that the jig is up. You really have to face the fact is that you're in the wrong, and you'll always be in the wrong as long as you're sitting in that seat. Okay, you'll always be in the wrong, and nothing, whatever you try to do, it'll always fall. It'll always be torn apart by people like us because we have to, or we'll die by you, right? If you continue to feed off of us, then you'll survive and we'll die. But if we don't fight back, then, right? Okay, so if we fight back, then we will survive. That's just as simple as that. So we're just fighting back, and we're just letting you know that you can't be in that office and that you have to go bye-bye. That's basically what it really boils down to. Now, to my subscribers, just understand and know that no one can kick you out of your home. You have returned into the the knowledge that okay, the knowledge that you hold is what makes you strong, and what makes you where you can actually be justified in you fighting back and actually defending yourself from anybody coming to your home. You are confiscating your building and your land is 640 acres or 840 acres. I know I am. I rightfully bidded for this land right here that's really 4 acres. They said it's 7 acres. No, it's not. And it's connected to this entire apartment complex with the school and the park and the detention center that Eunice is going to have to end up going into if you don't get the hell out of the office, because you're going to have to. Yeah, it's very important that you understand that you guys are criminals. When you are a criminal on land that's not yours, that's an abomination. Do you not know that? Do you listen? Do you not know that? Do people do know that, right? Oh, that's right. You guys are not human. Okay, so they're clones. I already broke it down on how they're clones, and they don't really understand that they're criminals. What they understand is when you actually show them by letting them know that if they bring their sheriff over, their sheriff, you know, yeah, yeah, ooh, you got to be careful. Got to be real careful. Entering into other people's homes who's fed up, who understand that it's you guys that are the criminals and we're the victims. Yeah, you might want to be careful about sending any type of sheriff or anybody to the house, really, for that matter, because people are aware that you guys are the criminals and we're not. We're the victims, and we have to fight back. We have to. We have to defend ourselves. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't anybody defend them? I am. I have to. I have to defend myself. Yeah. Okay. So let me get off this phone. So my little phone camera here. It's been on here too long. Okay. Okay, I'll make another part 2 on this because we have to conclude on this part. But let me go ahead and leave all the links so you can just see this video. Okay.